does mean more than one. But we're not finished. We're still getting started. Okay? Now, he said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. So, let's look at it this way. Look at the human body. At its very basic level, you have one head, you have two arms, torso, you have two legs. Okay? Alright. So that's 6 parts right there. Right? You have 10 fingers attached to these arms. You have 10 toes, again. All of these parts, that's 26 parts. The 10 plus 10, 20, plus the 6 here, that's 26 parts that you have. 26 different sections. And that's at its most basic level, okay? That's not even getting into the muscular system, or the skeletal system, or the respiratory system, or the circulatory system. You see where we're going with this? So when you look at yourselves in that mirror, you see one body, one person, yet composed of many different parts. So when he said, let us make man in our image after our likeness, look at yourself as the example of what the truth about God is. You have many different parts, yet you're still one entity. But there's something different. The difference between us and the Creator is that he was able, or is able, to disconnect, so to speak. And we're going to see that. Again, we're going to allow the Word to teach us that. So let's make a comparison. In Genesis chapter 19, in verse 24, which is another contentious verse among Bible believers. But if you look at it and you read it from the Hebrew, what it reads this. Then Yahweh rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahweh out of heaven. The question, how was that? Now, if it's the work that the Creator is doing, all the passage simply had to read is Yahweh rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah fire and brimstone out of heaven. Why was it necessary for the Creator to inspire Moshe to write, then Yahweh rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahweh out of heaven? If he didn't want us to know and to understand that there was a part of that whole plurality that disconnected itself and came down to the earth to do a work. Because if you read in the 18th chapter, it talks about these 3 men that visited Abraham. And it said that one of these men was Yahweh. The other 2 were angels that accompanied him. All you have to do, read the chapter for yourself. And you'll see the truth of the word and accept the word as it is being revealed. Okay? That is my encouragement to all of my brothers and sisters out there. Accept the word as it is being revealed. So, let's move on. What we want to understand now. Yahweh Elohim is the deity, the supreme being of Israel as well as the whole world. Okay? Yahweh Elohim. So now, let's move on. Next passage we're going to look at is in Exodus chapter 3, beginning in verse 13, which reads, And Moshe said unto Ha Elohim, the mighty ones, Behold, when I come unto the sons of Israel, and shall say unto them, Elohim. Now, in this particular passage, if I can just get that up on the board for you. So if you want to know and understand these words, hopefully everybody got these scriptures. And we'll look these up. Okay? Now, Elohim, we discussed this once before, I believe. depending on the context that this word is written in, it will mean my mighty one, or it will mean mighty one of. Okay. Now, in the context of this passage, as you're reading, it says, and shall say unto them, Allahi, in other words, mighty one of your fathers hath sent me unto you. And they shall say to me, what is his name? What shall I say unto them? Now we come to another difficulty that among some brothers and sisters out there, they run with it, not fully understanding what's being said. So, verse 14 reads, and Elohim said unto Moshe, Ayeh, Asher, Ayeh. Okay? In other words, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the sons of Israel, Ayeh hath sent me unto you. Now the term that people are saying now, right here, in Exodus chapter 3, verse 14, that's the name of the Creator. No, it's not the name. And that word is never used as a personal name. So let me get that up there for you. Okay, once again, what we are striving to do is establish the truth about God today. Alright? So, the word that's in question is spelled Aleph, He, Yod, He. And it's pronounced Ayeh. No, or let me just put for, you're familiar with it being pronounced Ayeh. Okay? But Ayeh, how you pronounce that. Now take note of the spelling. Aleph, He, Yod, He. Pay close attention to that. I'm going to put several verses up on the board which utilizes this exact same word. But it is never used. It's used over 40 times in the scripture. Okay? It is never used as the personal name of the Creator. It is a Hebrew word, a verb, okay, of existence, as we're going to see. So, you find that term used in Exodus 3:12, translated I will be. Okay? In Deuteronomy 31:23, it's just translated as will be, but it's used in conjunction with another Hebrew term, which is Anochi. So Anochi is a Hebrew word which means I. Okay? And whenever you see it translated as will be, it says Anochi Ayeh. In other words, I will be. Okay? In Joshua chapter 1 and 5, I will be. Okay. Now, the word teaches this. Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall the matter be established. Now, we have 3 witnesses thus far, but 2 of those witnesses come from Moshe himself. So let's see something else. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 3 and 7, which is translated as I will be. And Jeremiah chapter 11 and 4. Let me just reference that real quick. Make sure that it's chapter 11 and 4. I'm getting an idea that it may be just Jeremiah chapter